One. Holy cow, hell yeah. Here we go. Here we fucking go. Back home. Sorry, I probably shouldn't cuss early. I think that messes with the algorithm, huh?
What the shit?
Dude, you're gonna jank up our algorithm. That was my cuss replacement.
Should we go the Indiana quarterback, Kyle Mendoza? He says what the flip all the time.
Isn't Philip Rivers? Speaking of Philip, we were talking about Philip Rivers earlier.
He doesn't cuss either.
We'll get to he doesn't cuss
He's
either.
He's a dag nabbit type of fella.
Yeah. That's one of my favorite like mic'd up guys. Is Philip Rivers mic'd up because he like gets so hot and like wants to be angry, but it's just so hard to take him seriously because he's like, what the crap?
Yeah. Daggum.
Yeah. Daggum is great. I wish I could pull off daggum, but I'm too like I'm not country enough to pull off daggum.
Neither am I. I mean, being from Texas.
Yeah, you're from Texas, and you live
but
in the South.
I don't sound like it at all.
You can pull off daggum. You sound. I don't think you realize you have a little bit of a Southern twang.
It's funny. I don't think I do, but
it's definitely like very subtle. But it's the same as my girlfriend. My girlfriend's from Dallas as well.
Plano. Shout out P-Town.
Yeah. And she has a little drawl. She has a bit of a drawl at times.
A drawl.
A little Southern drawl. At times.
You know what Philly people call things? They call things drawn, as like an insult. Like that's so drawn. It's like that call is so drawn.
Gooch is already here, by the way. I just wanted to point that out.
Goodness gracious.
He's unreal, dude. He's unreal. Yeah. I know. I think there was one ep that he wasn't here. I was so
very embarrassing to be Gooch as we bring up the fact that he did miss an episode, or maybe he was like late.
Gooch, you missed one ep, you piece of shit.
What are you doing?
Let me text. Speaking of Gooch, let me text in the Discord and let everyone know that.
Yeah, send that Discord message. In the meantime, let's just go through my Spotify Wrapped.
Yeah, sure. We can if you want. Should we do Spotify Wraps? Why?
We can.
I'm down.
All right.
Pull mine up.
I know my number one was John Mayer, always number one for me.
I saw that.
Yeah. So we got John.
I saw you post it. I took
I posted it because everyone was dying to know. I had to.
Yeah, they were. Where'd the Wrapped go? Where'd it go? Oh, Wrapped. It's got a whole button.
Is the playlist? Oh, you're right. It does have a whole button. This is great podcasting.
Just two guys looking at their phones,
talking about how to pull up the Spotify Wrapped. All right, I'll go through mine real quick. Top artists: John Mayer, Juicy J,
nice.
Kendrick, naturally.
Yeah, naturally.
Spell, who is like a producer. He makes beats.
Okay,
he's great. Great work music.
Are you just like, oh yeah, work music? Sure. We all know you're freestyling, dude.
Dude, I'm freestyling. So his beats are too busy to freestyle on.
Oh, I get
a little verse here and there.
That sounds like skill issue, is what that sounds like. That sounds like maybe you just don't have the chops.
You're right. You know what?
That's what I'm hearing.
I'm gonna move on because you got me. You pegged me.
Yeah, and you liked it.
I knew something as soon as I said it. I was like, any other word. You pegged me.
Oh yeah.
Number 5, Larry June. Love me some Larry June.
Okay.
Top songs. This is the greatest top songs list ever. Tiptoeing in Rick Owens by Riff Raff. Hard as fuck, dude. I love it. Unashamed Riff Raff fan here, by the way. Love me some Riff. A little ditty called Mr. Voltec, which is a just groovy psychedelic jam that my uncle made. And I listen to it so much. It's fantastic. I might throw it on here. It might get copyrighted. I don't know.
Okay. Sure.
Drive Me Crazy by Lil Yachty, which was a banger. You know that one? Yeah.
Yeah.
Beat Keep Rockin' by Starjunk 95, which is just like house music. And then Superposition, Daniel Caesar, John Mayer.
Great song. Yeah.
Great song.
Great. Gooch said Larry June, shout out the Bay.
Dude, Larry June, if you're not a Larry June guy, I think everyone would love Larry June.
Okay.
He's incredible.
I feel like I've heard the name before. So
he's done he did a whole album with 2 Chainz, and it's incredible.
Fuck yeah.
He's like cool West Coast, like slow, funky. a little sloppy sometime type beats. Like he's Larry June's a man.
I like it. My top artists were number 1, Noah Kahan, obviously.
Okay.
Number 2, Palace. You know Palace?
No, I did like I knew, but I didn't know.
Yeah, I saw that. You got to check out Palace. They're a band from the UK. Fantastic. Fantastic band. Probably my favorite band. Noah Kahan is probably my favorite artist. Number 3, Mumford & Sons.
Okay.
Number 4, Young the Giant. And number 5, Prince of Eden, which is my buddy.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, my buddy Prince
Shout
of Eden.
out Prince of Eden.
Makes great music. And then
shout
my
out
top
his dad,
songs.
the King of Eden. Sorry, had to slip that in.
And then his top songs. I mean, my top songs, not his top songs. My top songs were Big Black Car by Gregory Alan Isakov.
Okay, I know him.
Live Well by Palace, which is my favorite song of all time ever that I think I'm going to get a tattoo for. So you should check out Palace and check out the song Live Well.
All right.
Northern Attitude with Noah Kahan featuring Hozier. Greyhound, also by Palace. And then 5 is New Design, which is Prince of Eden's song, my buddy's song. And it's a song where he like mentions me by name, which is really funny. And it's a whole song about like where we grew up and like all our buddies and like where they're all at now, basically. So it's just kind of fun.
That's
like,
cool.
Listening to that, like showing everybody that. Yeah, to be like, look, my buddy wrote this song. I'm in it.
You like stare at people like while they listen and just like,
I go like this and I. You show, dude. There's nothing funnier than someone showing you a song. They go, "It's good, right?"
Dude, someone showing you the show, like showing anyone, I think you should leave, is literally just like looking at them and like they're like watching the show, and then like whenever something funny happens, you look at them, you're like,
right. It's so humiliating that people got to know. People got to know what's good. I hope someone does that with our pod. I hope Gooch does that. I hope someone takes our pod and they go, no, look, it's funny. Seriously, it's good. They talk about sports and stuff. They talk about sports and dinosaurs and Clash of Clans.
Dude, the dinosaur episode, that segment might have been our best segment.
That was fantastic. We need to really like rank dinosaurs and like really come back with something.
We need to rank a lot of things. We have a lot of things to rank.
We do need to start like ranking things for real.
Yeah, we do. Next episode, this is a promise to everyone. We will rank something.
Yeah. We also, to be fair, we're also in like the thick of multiple sports seasons right now.
Yeah.
So it does feel like during the summer when like active sports slow down, it'll be like that'll be a good reason, like a good thing for us to like incorporate.
1,000%.
Something to
1,000%. Let's get into it, man. Let's do a little needs review.
Needs review, please.
For those, and just quick disclaimer, Spotify is simply not working. It will not let us upload the episode. We have tried 1,000 things. I will be talking to Spotify support tomorrow, but we can't upload anything. So I'm assuming this episode won't be able to upload either. But I'm gonna go full Karen. I'm gonna tell them this is simply unacceptable.
Yep.
That this free thing that you provided for me to post my podcast is not working.
Yeah.
And that's not okay.
But
we do need to review some things. So
yes.
I'll start us off here. Please. I got to delay a game call here for myself simply because I was traveling for a bit, had like out of town for 1 week, then in town, out of town that weekend, back in town, and then out of town that weekend again. And that was Thanksgiving. Yeah. And from the first out of town, I did not buy groceries. And I got groceries this this Saturday. And I did a Walmart order too. So I didn't even go to the store. Just ordered my groceries, which I could have done at any moment. But I delay a game on myself for just not like purchasing food for myself. I was just like, I guess I'm hungry. When I wake up, I should go get something. I would just go pick something up. It was bad.
I had the exact opposite. I had the exact opposite experience. Me and Lauren went to the store. Well, we went to the store and I was fried because we can walk. There's a Ralph's right next to my house, so I just we'll just get very cooked and just walk over to Ralph's and just like shop and stuff.
This is a terrible decision.
By the way, sometimes can be like really terrifying if things because sometimes the grocery store can be a little chaotic. And like I will say, there has been moments where I've been like, this is too much, and I've just left.
Just leave.
Just leave. But this time, we went, and I was fried, and I must have got one of everything. It was a $200 grocery store run. You know, you just have those every once in a while. Like typically groceries are like 75 to 120, depending like what we need, what we're making that week, like what's out, what's in stock, whatever.
Yeah. But
this was a $180 something. I mean, it was 200 something, but like my Ralph's card saved us some money or whatever.
Yeah.
So, and it was it was also I just got this new phone, and I had to like log back into my like Ralph's app to get the rewards card. So I was fried, and I'm standing there like frantically trying to like log into a Ralph's card, and then it was like I had to do like forgot password.
Oh,
and
no.
I'm like standing there. All the groceries had been scanned. There's just like a nice middle-aged woman that's like, take your time, it's okay. And I was like, oh fuck. I was just freaking out. It was the scariest. Dude, there's nothing worse. There's nothing worse than feeling like a nuisance in public when you're high.
Yeah,
and
that's tough.
So it was bad. It was bad. And then I came home and we just have, I mean, I don't even know how we're going to get through all the food we got. I have the complete opposite situation you have, where I was like, we'll make a stew. I'm going to make a beef stew. So now we have like all the fixings for a beef stew, and I'm like, fuck, when am I gonna make this beef stew?
When am I gonna make this beef stew? When am I gonna like look over this cauldron for like 3 hours?
Yeah. But to review your play, the call on the field stands. That's a delay game. And especially you mentioned that you last episode you were like, I'm gonna go grab some coffee. And then you left the room and came back and you were like, we don't have any coffee. And then I find out this episode, you go, yeah, I ordered all my groceries online and realized it was going to take a week to get here, and my coffee's in there.
Well, just for the coffee. It's like select items will be shipped when you do a Walmart order.
That's a delay a game if I've ever seen
Big time.
I mean, that's as delay a game as you can get.
It was a delay a game, and then we burned 3 timeouts.
That's true.
Before
you guys are killing a lot of clock here too.
We're having a rough time making decisions.
Yeah. Oh yeah, sorry, not killing clock. Your saving clock is. What I'm about to say. My needs review this week is for this Spotify issue. We're gonna call unnecessary roughness on Spotify for not allowing us to post this video. It's freaking bullshit is what it is.
It is. And you know what the most infuriating experience in the world is if you work any job where you're regularly using any kind of program that you rely on to work, when something just says error.
Yeah. Dude.
Not even an error and then a long code, because I can deal with that, because I can copy paste the code and be like, okay, this is what's happening. This is what I need to change. But it's like, error is one thing, but when it says error, try again later.
Dude,
it drives me up a wall.
Oh my god!
If there's a wall, I'm 6th gear up that wall,
dude. Oh my god! Actually, I'm gonna add a second unnecessary roughness on, because this is just in the same exact vein. Unnecessary roughness on like an application or a platform, dude. The integration of Instagram and Facebook is the literal bane of my existence. I cannot tell you how many times I have had to like log into like a third-party platform thing for like brand deal stuff, whatever it is, like just
big
for
brand
business
deal
stuff
guy.
sometimes. Yeah, big brand deal guy. What are you gonna do? But just every time you have to log in, like a lot of these companies, they'll use like a third-party thing to like. They put like they enter it as like a project, and then that way they can like process all the payment. I to be honest with you, don't know exactly why companies insist on doing this, but there's a bunch of companies that you will use like a third party thing, and they always ask me to link my Instagram to these platforms. And every time I try to link my Instagram, it makes me log into Facebook. And I'm like, I just want to log into my Instagram. I don't understand why this has to be so connected.
Yeah.
And then I try to log into my Facebook, and it's always like, password not correct. I can't log in anywhere. And I'll finally get to the place where I can log into my Facebook account, and it goes, okay, well, we have to send you this code. And the code never arrives, ever. And there's the error page I get, it's like, dude, it made my blood boil because I kept getting to this part in the situation where it was like, code, here you go, enter the code. We just texted it to you. We'll resend the code in 90 seconds, whatever. But there's no button anywhere on there that's like send code to a different place. So all it has is like, we'll text you this code, sit tight. And so I just sit there and like stare at this page with just full of rage. I mean, just filled to the brim with rage and frustration. And that's like been my last week is dealing with that. So
I had some experience recently where I'm trying to work on something, trying to edit some video for a client, and I'm like,
yeah,
trying to do the same thing over and over again. And I'm like, if this, I'll be like, this doesn't fucking work this time. Like, oh man, and then it doesn't work. And I'm like, well, I have to be a man of my word. I got to do something.
Yeah.
I gotta flip my desk over.
Yeah.
Something. But yeah, there's
getting angry just because you said you were going to.
Yeah. Just like, what kind of man would I be if I didn't do what I said I'm going to do?
I didn't follow through with taking out my rage in ways that are incredibly unhealthy.
By yelling and scaring my cat. A little burp in the mic there for good measure, too.
Yeah, there we go. Naturally.
Oh, whoa. What do you got on that mic?
I was sniffing your burp.
Oh.
That was meant to imply that your burp went through to my side, and I sniffed the mic because I couldn't sniff. I suppose I could have sniffed my headphones. Maybe would have made more sense.
No, I guess. Yeah, I probably would have made more sense, but
whatever, man. Whatever. It doesn't fucking matter.
In the world of smelling virtual burps. Speaking of virtual burps,
yes, please segue this somehow.
Let's talk about the college football playoff.
Oh God, you didn't even try. Come on,
that was my plan the whole time. I didn't have any. Yeah, nothing.
I love it. Great segue.
But, we can touch on this because it's been talked about ad nauseum, I would say, but a lot of people are upset about. Well, first off, let's go through the bracket. Let's just set the stage here and look at it top to bottom. In a great college football game, Indiana beat Ohio State.
Yeah.
We talked about Fernando Mendoza, and he said that the Hoosiers are flipping champs. Verbatim, that's what he said. So you got them at number one, and then Ohio State at number dos. Get the full thing up here. Here we go. So you got Indiana at 1, Ohio State at 2, Georgia at 3, after they absolutely whomped Alabama in the conference championship game.
Yep.
Texas Tech at 4. They whomped BYU as well. And then after that, Oregon, Ole Miss, A&M, OU. Where is 9? Where's JJ? Oh, Alabama. Where's JJ McCarthy? Alabama at 9, Miami at 10, and then Tulane at 11 and JMU at 12.
Okay.
Now, Thickums is upset here. He says JMU and Tulane getting in over BYU is a wee bit insane. He did
say that Notre Dame not making the playoffs made his whole week, and that's because I know for a fact that Thickums is a USC fan.
There you go. Yeah. There you go. That makes sense. I mean, look, if any team deserved to be in that didn't get in, it's Notre Dame more than anyone else.
Okay.
They lost 2 games to 2 good teams, 2 teams that are in it, and they have 1 ranked win. They beat USC, which honestly doesn't even count as a ranked win. I mean, West Coast teams, doesn't matter. It's just to get a rise. But A lot of people are upset that JMU and Tulane get in, like we saw right there. Did I throw it up for a second? I don't know if I did or not.
Yeah, there we go.
But there it is. Here's the way, like the thing is the rule before the season started was that those 11 and 12 spots were going to be reserved for the two best conference champions that didn't have the resume to get into the playoff otherwise. And those are the two teams. Like, the only other option was Duke. And because all the other conference champions are in, and then maybe, I don't know, some random conference that I'm forgetting about right now.
So you're saying that the rule is that 11 and 12 were meant to go to teams like JMU and Tulane?
No, specifically teams that won their conference championship that didn't have the resume to get in. So if you know, say Duke wins the ACC championship, which they did, they beat Virginia, and then, you know, they say they had a decent resume, better than JMU or Tulane, but they didn't. They were 7-5 before the conference championship, playing in the ACC.
Yeah,
like they would have been in, but they're not. And I see Thickham said it shouldn't be the rules, and I hear that too. But my thing is, if that's not a rule, then, you know, a handful of conferences just have no chance at getting in. They just because they don't play good enough teams in their conference. Like JMU lost one game, Tulane lost one game. I mean, their losses are JMU lost to Louisville, who was a solid team. They were ranked at one point. They were good. They were not great. They were just good. Yeah. Tulane lost to, I think, UTSA, so that's a bad loss. But both their resumes are better than Duke. And other than that, they have no way to, like, you can't create a college football playoff where, you know, not half, but a decent chunk of Division I FBS college football teams are just left out. And I think that's why eventually it's going to go to 16 teams. So then you just have an auto bid for the conference champions.
Yeah.
And then also you can keep some of these teams in there. Because I think Notre Dame going to the championship last year was enough to prove to people, like, yeah, you don't need to be a top 4 team to win a national championship.
Yeah, I mean, that sort of is where I look at this and then kind of scratch my head a little bit, where it's like they were just in the championship. So, like, how do you make sense of that, I guess? You know, like,
yeah, and it's not basketball. It's not like you're going to have 16 seeds beating 1 seeds, but you have to give some sort of avenue, is I guess what I'm saying.
Yeah. I'm a little bit more, like, out of my reach on, like, the rules of college football. Like, a lot of this stuff is a little bit unknown to me. So it's hard for me to grasp the idea that, like, there's a committee in place that just is like, no, we just think this team is good. To me, it feels so, like, well, like, is that actually, like, integrity of the game then? Or are you just doing that because it looks good or it's a big school? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, and there's definitely a little bit of, like, you know, at times it's like, okay, you can't leave Alabama out because Alabama puts asses in seats.
Yeah,
you know?
Right. Yeah, but that's what I mean is, like, it just kind of sucks to be like, it's not so much, you know, the merit of the team and more so, like, who's putting asses in seats. Feels like, I don't know if I want that.
One thing is Notre Dame puts asses in seats more than anything. So them making that rule for those last 2 spots to be for conference champions, to me, that says, like, hey, we're trying to make this as fair as possible. But I want to bring this up because there's definitely an SEC bias. Yeah. Because I am of the opinion that the SEC is always good, but it's never good enough to have OU, Ole Miss. I mean, A&M deserves to be in it, I'll say. But like, what is there, five SEC teams in this playoff? Like, 2 of those teams are going to get smacked. I don't even know who they are. I think A&M might lose to Miami. I don't think Ole Miss is going to lose to Tulane. But if there's a team that would randomly get upset, it's a team that just fired their head coach in the most dramatic, not fired, but had their head coach leave in the most dramatic fashion possible. I don't know if you kept up with any of the Lane Kiffin going to LSU stuff, but it was
that was interesting. Yeah, because I mean, he left a team going into the playoffs.
A playoff team, yeah,
to go join a team that, like, didn't make the playoffs, right?
Yeah, but it's LSU. And,
it's LSU though.
So bigger budget. You have no one in like if you're trying to recruit a kid from the state of Louisiana, who's going to go take that team out? Like La Tech,
Yeah.
So you definitely have a better competitive advantage when it comes to recruiting. But like, dude, I don't know. You can't sit here and say, "Oh, you deserve to be in it, man." Like the SEC bias is so incredibly clear in college football right now, and I'm not an SEC guy, but anyone you talk to, like I live in Alabama, bro. It's just Bama and Auburn fans around here. Anyone you talk to is just like, yeah, they all deserve. They play in the SEC. They deserve to be in there. Like,
oh, jeez, yeah.
Seriously, that's what we think. I mean, Notre Dame lost to A&M because of a botched hold on an extra point at the beginning of the year.
Yeah, right.
And I think it's pretty common consensus that like Notre Dame's playing their best football right now, or they were at least. And A&M goes undefeated and loses to Texas in the conference championship. And that's the team that plays in the toughest conference. Is they barely beat Notre Dame that didn't even get in by a botched hold. Like they should have lost that game. It was going to OT. And I think Notre Dame was playing better in the second half. They would have won.
Hot take, I would have rather had BYU over Miami, says Gooch. Thoughts on that, Slim Dookie?
I don't know. I think Miami's a better football team. But I managed to watch a fair amount of BYU football. What doesn't make sense to me is that BYU was like borderline in, and then they get smashed in the conference championship. Yeah, classic. They get smashed in their conference championship, and then they're on the outs. Bama gets smashed in their conference championship. It didn't seem to affect their ranking at all.
Right. Yeah.
So,
it's
all super lame.
It all seems a little peculiar to me. It is actually semi. I don't know. Did you see the World Cup draw?
No.
Okay, so the World Cup draw happened. It's not the same, but there's a similar vibe with the World Cup draw where like they put bodies in place in certain systems to just be like, we want to try to make things like fair, but also like we want to give like the best teams the best opportunity to like be in a position to like play other big teams, if that makes sense. So the committee, the FIFA committee or whoever puts these games together has like, they have a draw where they'll be like, okay, well, there's like tier 1 teams that are ranked, 1 through 10 or whatever. And there's like tier 2 teams that are like 10 through 20 and there's like 30 through something or whatever it is. I forget exactly how many teams it is. And then it's like there's a random draw to pull like one from every bucket to create the groups. And the idea is that every group has like one A-list team, one like B or C-list team, and then 2 kind of like shit countries that like
shit countries
go anywhere, but
dumb piece of shit countries.
Well, the countries themselves aren't shit, but their soccer team is. So it's one of those things where it's like I get it. I get this idea that's like there is like this fine balance in sports where it's like entertainment meeting like
fairness.
What's the right? Yeah, but fair. But it's not even that. It's like yes, fairness. But like fairness in like it's like entertainment meeting like feats of great human, triumph or like there's like that's like
whoa.
If you want to get into like I'm saying like if you want to get into like why sports are important. Like the whole idea is that like we all want to see the great physical feats of humanity or whatever it is, mental feats. The great feats of humanity kind of on the highest stage. So it's like there's this middle ground where it's like we want to see that and in this side of it there's like 6 or 7 teams. No. But like in this side over here,
hey, chat clip that. Kids are going to love it. This is our big break.
But on the side of that, it's like we want to see great feats of humanity and great feats of athleticism or something. There's that part of sports is like, yeah, that would mean that I want everything to be incredibly fair and merit-based and performance-based, and I want whoever is the best, regardless of public image, whoever is the best and is winning and is the most talented, I want them to be in the spotlight of whatever sport it is at whatever time. So like, I guess where I'm trying to draw the parallel here is like in this instance, it's like, well, I don't care if a team is putting butts in seats. I care that the best teams have the shot at like playing in a championship. There's that side of things. And there's the other side of things. It's like, we also have to understand that like human nature is involved, and this is entertainment to some capacity. So it's like we do have people that come in and do these sort of like subjective review, I suppose. Here's the way to put it. A lot of these big tournaments in sports, some of the biggest tournaments in the world, it seems they are starting to lean to this middle ground of objective and subjective in terms of like what teams are in it and how they structure these tournaments. And I just think it's interesting. I don't know. I tend to lean on the side of like, I truly want the objective side of things. I want the best teams for whatever that means. And I don't care if one of the bigger teams isn't good this year. I don't want to see them in the big tournament just because they're a big team. If they suck, I don't want them in the tournament. I want to see the best team. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I honestly, I feel that way too. However, I feel like some of the best moments in sports are when the little guy, you give him a chance, and
that's what I mean. Yeah,
and they do something.
Definitely.
Because if we want to see the best teams in there, you don't have JMU in there, you don't have Tulane in there, and in the March Madness, you don't have Cal Poly making a 16 seed because they won their conference championship. You don't have Albany or whatever.
But that's what I mean. Teams. That's what I mean. No. But what I'm saying is I want the little guy in it too. But right there, what you just said, like Cal Poly, if they win their conference, okay, that means they're a good team. Do you see what I'm saying?
Compared. Like a Cal Poly is not better than like the 5th best team in the ACC.
Well, sure,
If it were just putting the best teams in there, it would just be all Power 4 conference teams that are just filling out the entire bracket.
Okay. Yeah, I hear you, but I suppose I think I was trying to say the same thing, but I think I framed it in a way that
you're good.
I see what you're saying now with like the best team, like the worst big school in college sports is oftentimes still better than like the best small school. That sort of argument to be made, and that's where the subjective side of things comes in, where when we do have people to like put into review, they'll say, okay, well, I would rather see the best small school play some of these guys than the worst big school. I see what you're saying. I agree with that, and that's why I agree there has to be some balance to all this stuff. So it's really interesting. Also, the U.S. got a great draw for the World Cup. If anyone cares,
I hear it every time, man. I hear it every time, and then we just fucking lose.
I just want to pop that out real quick. USA Beijing Olympics shirt that I just bought off eBay for $5.
Yeah, remember when we won that Olympics?
I mean, we win every Olympics. We dominate everything.
Yeah.
But no, the U.S. got a great draw. We have like Paraguay, and then like a couple Australia, and then like another shit team.
You're a big Paraguay guy.
I'm a big Paraguay guy.
you're like one episode you're like, hey, remember that's actually the best country ever.
Uruguay.
One of the guys.
Uruguay. Uruguay has a great.
How's Paraguay doing? Are they a good country?
I don't know how they're doing as a country. I'm not certain. Their soccer team's not very good, and the U.S. got a great draw, and that's really good because that means we have a better chance at getting into the round of 16, where it goes to like knockout stage, because it's group pool play, and then it's round of 16 knockout stage. And I just got my dad and I tickets. I treated my dad, and
that's a great feeling.
Got him some world. Yeah, it was really cool. It's the first time I've like been in a place to like treat my parents in my life, which was really nice. I got to figure out a way to do it for my mom, because we don't have as many like. There's not as many things my mom and I are like, oh, that's something we both would love to go to in person. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we don't have a ton of those like shared interests. So I got to get something up for my mom, for Kelly. What a legend. The U.S. is actually kind of considered not A tier. We're like B plus tier. Right now, I believe we're typically ranked we're always ranked about top 15. Sometimes we'll bounce out to like somewhere around 20. But right now, I think we're falling around 10. Let me see where we're at in the rankings. Sorry, I don't mean to make this like a soccer moment here, but
no, you're good. You earned some soccer talk.
Thanks. I do want to feature some soccer stuff. Also, I'm getting more into hockey this year because the Ducks are actually pretty good, and I know you're a big hockey guy, so.
Yeah, I really haven't watched a ton this year. Like, dude, when we're in the thick of things, like, usually for me, a hockey season starts when football stops.
I hear you.
Which makes sense. Football, college football, pro football, basketball, college and pro. It's just
when football stops, we can start talking a little more soccer, hockey.
And dude, when World Cup starts, we're going to be the number one World Cup podcast in the world.
When World Cup starts, I'm telling you right now, I will be discussing World Cup play.
Good.
I'll just go through the rankings quickly. From top, I'll just do the top 15 because USA comes in the top 15 right now. So Spain, Argentina, France are the big three right now. Although I would argue Germany is maybe a little lower. Anyway, Spain, Argentina, France are the top three in the world right now. England 4, Brazil 5, Portugal 6, Netherlands 7, Belgium 8, Germany 9, Croatia 10, Morocco 11, Italy 12, Colombia 13, USA 14, and then Mexico and Uruguay are 15, 16.
We're above Mexico?
Yes.
Hell yeah. All I care about.
And there's a pretty steep drop off, like from like around the U.S. The U.S. is like the last. The U.S. is like the last of the like.
We're the worst.
We're like a B plus team. Like we're not A tier. We're definitely not A tier. Top 10. There's a drop off, and then from like 11 to like Switzerland at 17 is kind of the last one, and then everyone below that is like. Depends on the year. They could have like just a team that like shocks everybody, but none of them are like scary teams. But anyway, we got a great draw, and I got some World Cup tickets that are going to be in either Atlanta or Seattle. So my dad and I are going to go get to watch that, which will be sick as fuck.
Heck yeah, dude.
We got some comments. We'll get into. Are we going to top 25 NBA next, or is that Was that the plan?
Let's do it. Let me see what else we had here.
We had a couple other little things that we can always get to like after, unless you want to touch on those first.
We can go rapid fire.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's hit these. There's a couple comments in the chat though that I agree that the little guys should have a chance. They just need to make more spots. 16 teams is a good middle ground. This is talking about college football. Instead of the first round of the top 4 team gets, their reward of being a top 4 team is that you get to play these small schools. I think that makes sense.
That's fine with me. I mean, everyone's like, where does it stop? Like, where do you 16?
Yeah.
16. And there's always going to be people that are mad about it, but this leaves room for conference champions to just have an auto bid. Yeah. And you're in.
Totally. Winter Olympics in February. Gooch, great call. Love the Winter Olympics. Very excited for that. I'm a huge dude. I love world games. Maybe it's just because we're the U.S. and we dominate at so many of them.
Yeah.
But I like really make an effort to tune in to a lot of world games. And I love seeing sports I don't normally watch. Underrated sport, great spectator sport that deserves more credit and I wish had like a professional league, volleyball. Dude, volleyball is
It's fun. I played sand volleyball this past year in a league.
Mm-hmm.
I'd never played before. I got so much better.
Dude, it's a blast. I played a little bit in high school. Did I ever tell you that? I played one season of JV volleyball.
Really?
Actually, with Thickums. Yeah. We played one season of JV volleyball. I did it to get out of off-season soccer, and soccer and basketball were the same season at my high school, so I couldn't play both. So I chose soccer because I'm
too tall for basketball.
Yeah, I'm too tall for basketball.
Center back. They needed you.
Yeah. But I got into volleyball because my dad's family used to play it. And so I was like, I got to have this in my DNA. It's got to be in my locker. And it kind of was. Got pulled up to varsity for CIF, like for the playoffs. Never saw the floor, but got pulled up.
You're on the roster?
Just to be on the roster, which is after playing. I'd never played it before, just playing one season. I was like, that's pretty successful. Had a blast. It's such a fun sport to play. It's also one of those sports that's like cool to just, you can get like a couple people together and just find like a court, you know, in the sand somewhere or something. And like if you just have everyone like at a similar skill level, it's like super fun.
It's really fun.
Great vol. Yeah. Summer Olympic volleyball is electric. Yes. Baseball talk, you know,
let's give the answer on 3. You ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. No. World Series.
Sure. Yeah, like as much as I would love for us to hit every sport, I just don't have baseball in me. Like I don't think we have if we ever split. Hey, come on, man. If we ever split this podcast up into like individual sports, like if this like took off and we were like, all right, now we are going like full basketball pod, full football pod, like. If it ever became that, then like maybe we could have like a miscellaneous episode or something, whatever. But like, I just realistically, you can only follow so many sports this closely. Like there just is only so much time in a week to like follow sports.
Yeah. There's only so many sports that you have in your capacity to care about too.
That 100%. And like even just folding in like hockey to the mix. Bet these dudes don't watch the Korean Bowling League. and you'd be wrong, brother. I have been
big fan of Kiwon Soo, actually.
That would have been so funny if you would have just pulled up like a name from the Korean Bowling League right now and actually got it right. Hilarious.
I mean, honestly, I was just trying to think of like the two Korean characters in Lost. It's Sun and Jin. I missed, but it's like I think it's like you know what? No, I'm gonna get canceled for this. I can't do it anymore.
You're tiptoeing a line here that you could, I'm staying out of it. But if you want to head down that,
I mean, I have Korean friends, so stamped. I can make up Korean names.
Yeah, actually, one of my closest friends is Korean. Shout out Hojin.
Shout out Kyung.
There we go. What a legend. Great at television entertainment. The Koreans.
Dude, they got some cool. Do you remember some of those
incredible stuff?
What was it? Like MTV shows? Like I think MTV would put them on like randomly, like in like 3 a.m. It'd be like a Korean game show.
Yes.
And they would just be the most absurd shit ever. Like a guy running from a boulder down an alleyway.
Yeah. Korean and Japanese game shows are nuts. They go so hard over there. I love it. And like I don't know if are you an anime guy?
Yeah. Yeah, big time. I don't know if we've disclosed this to each other or to the people.
I guess we haven't. I didn't know that about you.
Dude, I actually was rewatching all of One Punch Man, all of it, 2 seasons, because the new season came out. I started season 3, episode 1, and I've never been more disappointed in my entire life.
Really? That's such a bummer because I was thinking about going back. I haven't caught up on One Punch Man. I was thinking about going back and rewatching to catch up for the new season, and now I don't know that I will.
I mean, rewatching it was fun because it's such a good show, but they completely changed. They went cheap, like just clearly a money-saving move on the animation. It looks terrible.
Fuck, that sucks.
It feels like a different show.
Are you a My Hero guy?
I tried to be. Even went back into it. My girlfriend's brother was in town and he has a Crunchyroll subscription and he left it signed in. So I was like,
let me know if you need. I have a Crunchyroll. I'll give it to you.
I might do that. I think it's still on there, but I don't know. It's like at a certain point, I get pissed off watching just like I just have to believe. Like, that's why I love. Oh my gosh, Jujutsu Kaisen. Because it's not like that at all.
Jujutsu Kaisen's great. Yeah, no, Jujutsu Kaisen's not like find it within your heart to muster the strength for those that need it.
Yeah, and One Punch Man like makes fun of all that.
Yeah, right, exactly.
So I can get down with that. I watched Attack on Titan.
I will say
I've seen a lot, dude. I've watched a lot in my life.
I will say, My Hero, as much as it like is that thing, dude, that show has made me cry like multiple times. I'm not even kidding. It's one of the only anime. Jujutsu Kaisen and Vinland Saga are 2 of the only anime I've ever cried to. Have you seen Vinland Saga?
I think I watched like 2 episodes, and I just I didn't get into it. I didn't give it enough of a chance.
You have to. It's so peak. Vinland Saga is so peak. Dude. So is My Hero, dude. The new season of My Hero it's the final season. It's so good, Nick. You have to.
All right, you convinced me. I got to find something to watch at night now that One Punch Man just wouldn't piss me off. Dude.
I could go deep down the rabbit hole of anime, but we'll tap back into sports here. We'll get back to it. Let's rapid fire our little things for today. Okay. We got a couple little things to get over.
I'll say them. You give me your take on it, and I might say a little something. Phillip Rivers signed with the Indianapolis Colts.
Yeah.
And my take is that I think he's going to start on Sunday. I'll leave it at that. And I think he's going to play well.
Okay.
250 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick.
That's where we disagree. Okay, so we'll disagree on. Do I agree that he might have a chance to play on Sunday? Absolutely. The Colts don't have a quarterback right now. Everyone's hurt. I don't know. I think isn't Riley Leonard hurt even?
Yeah, I've heard that he's okay. Actually, I've heard he's dealing with something.
Really?
Yeah,
really.
I've heard it both ways. I think he could play if they needed him to.
I think that he has a chance to start on Sunday. I don't know that he will, and if he does, if 44-year-old Phillip Rivers starts on Sunday in the National Football League after not having played for however long at 44 years old, I will bet you $1,000 he does not play well.
He's going to play well. You want to know why?
He has the power of Christ on his side.
Well,
bullshit
that
like
could factor in, but he's been around football. He's been coaching since he retired. His son is a quarterback. He's been coaching his son. I think he's going to be okay. I think he's going to be okay.
No, he's 44, bro. He hasn't seen real action.
Tom Brady won a Super Bowl at 44.
Tom Brady's one of the greatest team sport athletes
how old
to
is Aaron Rodgers?
Grace the earth. 41.
How old is Joe Flacco?
And how good has Joe Flacco been this year?
Has he played well this year at times?
Maybe at times.
I'd say Joe Flacco has been a top half quarterback this year. I'd throw that out there.
Disagree. And not for nothing, but all the guys you just named never stopped playing football for an extended period, A. And B, none of them are 44.
It's been around the game.
None of them are 44.
Been around the game, man.
They're 40 and 41.
I feel this one in my bones, dude. I feel it in my bones. This is the take of all it takes.
Dude, the pocket is going to collapse, and he's going to try to scramble, and he's going to get hit so hard, and everyone's going to go,
He never, ever scrambled. Ever. He would just, dude, because I used to watch a lot of Philip Rivers.
And that's the problem.
He would stand in the pocket, and then the pocket would collapse, and he would just get sacked. Like, he wouldn't go down. Just like the pocket would collapse, and he would just get 3 butts of his own linemen all touching his midsection, and then they would just blow the whistle, and he would just still be standing. That's how Philip Rivers always gets sacked.
He's gonna be bad. I think it's gonna be really bad.
I played in a 3-on-3 tournament with Philip Rivers. Basketball.
Did you?
Yeah.
Was he good?
Yeah, he can play. Dude, he's an athlete. Like, he looks slow on the field, but like, he's also he's like 6'4", 6'5". He played with his brother who's like 6'7", and like they had a good team, bro. They had a good team. No, I'm not doing it. Christian influencers told me it's demonic.
RJ said, I bet they did. Philip Rivers off the couch winning a ring. I sense that soft tissue injury is happening within the first 2 quarters.
Nah, man. He hasn't been on the couch. He's in shape. I've seen him. I saw him like a month ago.
That's crazy to be like, he's coaching. It's the same thing.
No, he's been around the game.
That doesn't mean anything.
He's been taking mental reps for the past 4 years, Connor. I'm here for it. We got to move on.
Move on.
All right.
Yeah, we got to move on.
Chiefs are dead, and it's awesome. I believe you said that it wasn't going to happen. They were going to make the playoffs, and I said I think they're going to make the playoffs, but I want them to do it I want them to miss it so bad that I believe. I'm just going to believe it. And it worked. So that'll teach you for not believing in something.
I am shocked that they didn't get there. I mean, it truly was just like, I didn't see a world where Pat Mahomes and Andy Reid missed the playoffs just because like they've just been such a well-oiled machine. It's like, why would you bet against that? I mean, it's been so long, but yeah, this is the first season that it truly just felt like there's just too many holes in the game. I don't think I'm going to sum it up to this, but if that report was true, that the Chiefs said no to a 3rd rounder for Breece Hall, but they were going to give up a 4th rounder. If that is true, that actually may have been the nail in the coffin for them. Because not being able to run the ball, like if you just know that Pacheco and Hunt aren't going to hurt you on the ground the way that a lot of other running backs can. I mean, you don't even have to run any real run defense. You just set up every play for the pass, and you just pressure the hell out of Mahomes.
Yeah.
And they don't really have they don't really have anybody to take the top off. Like
Worthy. But when you can just play cover 4
that's what I mean. Like Worthy, Thornton, and maybe even who's the other kid
Rice.
they picked up? Well, Rice is not even really that type of guy. He's more of like a slant intermediate guy. But like, gosh, who am I missing here? Oh, like Hollywood Brown. Like they have like a couple guys that are known as like wheels up, go get a deep ball, but they just couldn't connect on anything because also, every team is just sitting back, and it's like we're just
the protection hasn't been the same either.
Yeah, and the O-line was banged up. Like that's what I mean. It's just like I guess it just really got to him this year.
Yeah, I mean, I saw this coming from a mile away because, when the Patriots won all those Super Bowls, Tom Brady's wife, Giselle, is a witch, and she would tell him, you're going to win this year, you're going to lose this year. And no matter what he did to try to win the year she told him he was going to lose, he still lost. So this is what's happening with Taylor Swift. She's casting spells.
Right.
And she said, this isn't your year. You're going to lose.
Right.
And Kelsey's been rolling over and taking it like a good boy, dropping all those passes, But
can't wait for this victory lap about the Bears not being a juggernaut. Are you saying
the
the Bears
team lost this past week too?
Well, no, but Thickums might be saying that we get to victory lap the Bears not being a juggernaut. Is that what you're saying, Tony? Is that
we got a little pushback online?
We got quite a bit of pushback on the Bears not being a juggernaut. Bears don't deserve that record. I mean, look, actually, I disagree.
They do. You want to know why they deserve the record?
I think they do deserve that record. They've played well.
They won the games. They've won that many games.
They've played well. Caleb, I think, has the most fourth quarter comebacks of any quarterback in the league this year. They've played well. They've played well. I just don't think they're like their next level yet. And to be a juggernaut, you have to be like next level. But like, do I think? Okay, yeah. So Tony's saying that we get to victory lap. I don't even want a victory lap. I hope the Bears are good. I like Caleb. I like Monungai.
I want them to be good too.
I like Loveland. I like Roma Dunze. I like their lineup. Like,
that's a great point from Thickums. We'll say their point differential for the season is -1.
And that's all we were trying to say. Is they're not a juggernaut? We didn't say they weren't a good football team this year. They were. They were good. They were good. I just they're not a team that if I saw them if the Rams played the Bears in the playoffs, I wouldn't be like. I would be like, all right, it's kind of the type of team you want to see. Young quarterback, new, first time head coach. It's kind of the team you want to see. Young weapons that like aren't proven in the postseason yet. So that's all we were trying to say. We weren't trying to say they sucked. So
yeah, people are dumb.
What do we got next?
Derek Queen triple double. The Blizzard, as I call him. By the way, if you see Derek Queen do this celebration after a big play, know that it came from me.
It is a Slim Dookie LNS pod.
I need credit. You know what? I will rescind my personal credit to give it to the pod.
No. You take it. You take it.
No, this is us.
Slim Dookie cred.
No, we're gonna clip this and it's gonna go viral.
Okay.
Everyone's gonna be like Derek at the Smoothie King Center. They're gonna be like Derek, do the thing.
Do the thing, Derek.
And he's gonna do it.
Derek,
and
the Blizzard
running
Queen.
around my house.
DQ Blizzard, we call him. Derek the Blizzard Queen. And this is when he goes crazy. He should hit this celly.
Hit this right here.
The shake the shake. Turn and shake the shake. I like it. I'm a big fan. What did he put up? 33, 10, and 10 or something with like 4 steals and a block or something. Like what a loaded stat line. This kid is exciting, man.
I made a video on that game and someone commented and said he plays like he's wearing flip flops, and I was like, yeah, 1000%.
Yeah, he does. He plays pretty grounded.
Great feet, great footwork.
I still think that our Sengun to Jokic, Derek Queen to Cousins is going to hold up.
Yeah.
Although part of me watched that back and heard me say that, and I was like, Cousins might have had a little bit more like explosiveness and like power to his game. But I think that Derek Queen could grow into that as he kind of just like gets older and stronger. I think he could actually become a little more like explosive and powerful.
Mm-hmm. He's got to hit the weight room, bro. He's got baby fat.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Is like it still seems like he's like growing out of that a little bit. So I do think that'll hold up eventually. That sort of take. But hey, kid's a hell of a player.
I just like the fusion of like Alperen Şengün and Boogie. Like that's Derek Queen.
Yeah.
Like that. Yeah. I mean, it just makes sense to me because they have a lot of similarities. Like Queen loves operating out of that high post, like top of the key, and just run action around him. Like that is how Shane. And then like also he's gonna attack at the same time. Yeah. Like you know how go watch the highlights from that game. Like look at like Derek Queen triple double whatever.
Yep.
And a few times Derek Queen is driving in the middle of the floor. Dude cuts from the baseline and he just perfect bounce pass. Like that's Şengün lives off that.
Yeah.
Goodness gracious.
But he also has a little bit of that like face up like jab mid range game that Boogie had. Like Boogie had like that deep bag for a little bit there where he just was kind of unguardable at times. Like when he got hot. Yeah. When Boogie got hot, he was just unguardable. Like there was nothing you could do. 3-level scorer at that size, like with a handle. Like and obviously Boogie had his issues and had his games where it wasn't that or whatever. but like at his peak when Boogie was in his prime and he was hot, it was unguardable. And like there's flashes of that in Derek Queen. There's like these little flashes of Boogie there where it's like I could see a world where in a couple of years this kid's game develops. There's going to be games where he gets hot and he is unguardable and he is like dominating the game. Like he has that type of ceiling. He really does. Big fan of that.
I agree. Shout out Boogie, Mobile, Alabama native, by the way. People forget. Last thing on my little things, Pat Spencer has been killing.
Yes.
So the Warriors brought him into the starting lineup. And put Pajemski off, like brought him off the bench. And he's had I think he had 3 career highs back to back to back.
Yeah.
And was also waving goodbye to Cavs fans at the free throw line.
Dude.
And the best part about Pat Spencer.
Love this guy.
Real quick, he was considered the greatest college lacrosse player of all time.
Yes.
And he's like, I'm going to go to the NBA.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
That's like genuinely like I'm not. This is gonna be one of those takes that people are gonna be like, you're saying, and they're gonna completely misunderstand what I'm saying right now. There's not many athletes in history that can be pro in multiple sports.
I agree.
He for all things considered, Pat Spencer is in this sort of category of like a rare breed of athlete that could have gone pro in multiple different professional sports. Now, granted, I get like lacrosse is like a smaller professional sport, but
he was like the best player ever.
But he was literally known as like arguably the best lacrosse player ever.
Wayne Gretzky of lacrosse. That's the undisputed. That's the best guy that
that's
ever played
like
this
not
sport.
Nothing. That's not nothing at all. That's not nothing. Like we're not saying he was the best, bowler. Like it's not, we're not like a. This isn't like a nothing sport.
I'm talking about Pete Weber.
Yeah. Who do you think you are? I am. That's Pat Spencer.
My buddy texted me. He got married and had his honeymoon, and he said, any big sports news I missed? And I just immediately spun back with Pete Weber butthole reveal happened. And it was just like, okay. So, you asked if you missed anything.
You asked. I don't know what to tell you, brother. You asked. Yeah. Did Pete Weber really reveal butthole?
Nah, it's just I don't know why a first name popped into my head.
Yeah. Oh, damn, it would have been cool. I would have liked to have seen that. Just strictly out of curiosity, I would have loved to have seen that.
A little starfish action from Pete.
Yeah. But I like, dude. I like Pat Spencer, man. He's exciting. He's fun to watch. He's just the classic archetype of like dorky looking white dude that is a hooper and like a true athlete. So
he's got quarter zip vibes.
You can't help but root for him,
Yeah. If I saw him walking out of the like Ernst & Young building with a quarter zip on, I wouldn't be surprised at all. Or like aggressively flirting with a woman at a bar, where the drinks are way too expensive.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a dog, man. I like that he jaws too. It's fun.
He's talking, and so is little brother. Little brother talks a lot too, and I love it.
Yeah.
Dude, great. he hit a 3. Like KD said, like, who are you to him or something like that. And then he Cam Spencer hit a 3 like on his closeout. And as he backpedaled, he said, "I'm your worst nightmare," which is the whitest thing you could say. I love it, dude.
So funny. To Kevin Durant. Love.
Oh, but speaking of Pete Weber's butthole, by the way, I got something that's going to get the people a little sour.
Okay.
And that is a list.
Okay.
I thought of that one, and we were going to go there. Then we kind of went off, and I was like, I'm bringing it back to Pete Weber's butthole.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm sorry. I'm segue hogging. You're better at it, too. I got to.
No. I like it. I mean, your first one today was abysmal, but the second one here, I like it. It was, just a little late, but that's on me. I kind of kept yapping, and you were trying to get in there for it. I saw it. That's on me. I just didn't read the defense there. That's on me.
Yeah. Hey, don't be sorry. Be better. That's all. That's what we say here. That's our slogan here on the LNS pod. But we both made, and one of us made theirs a little bit sooner, but a list of our top 25 NBA players. We were waiting on Connor to finish his list for a long time. Just kidding. It was actually the opposite. It was me. But he had a good idea to separate it into tiers. And the tiers are just 1A, like your undisputed 1-1 kind of guy. And then our 1B, which is superstars or the best player on just about any team in the league, probably except for the Nuggets. Or if you put two of these guys together.
Superstar, best team on any. Yeah, or best player.
You know what? I'm going to let you explain it because this is.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tier 2, which is, so you got 1A, 1B. Then tier 2 is like a franchise guy. Like you're not surprised to see him as the number one guy on a playoff team, a team that is a contender to contender-ish, probably just contender actually. And then tier 3, which is the second guy on like a real contender. So, you know, your second fiddles, your J-Dub is probably a good example of a perfect guy that's like, yeah, he probably can't take the load himself, pause, but with another guy involved, then he can manage the load. Cut it. Cut the show, man. Oh, damn it.
Yeah. I mean, that's a good self-pause because it was, I mean, you knew.
I fed into it at the end.
You knew I was lurking on that one. You saw my eyes light up right away. The second you said it, I went to go say something. You were like,
could he manage the load himself?
Pause.
No, but with another man, then he can handle, because it's a big load.
It's just, look, to be successful, sometimes you need another guy around to help you manage a whole load.
Yeah, you do.
That's just what it is. Okay.
Bitch.
Whose list should we start with here? Who do you think
Should we go tit for tat?
Sure. Well, do we want to screen share the list, or should we just name them?
I don't know. We can, because we can screen share one of them. If we screen share, we should just do it one at a time. But then we can't compare and contrast as much.
Okay, I hear you. Okay, let's just go tit for tat then.
That.
Let's start. Okay, we're gonna start with tier 1A, which we can
share them at the end, maybe. I don't know.
Totally. Yes. Huge load. Need at least another guy to manage it. Yes. The clips today. The scenes on the pod today. Incredible.
Yeah, we don't have clips. We have scenes.
We have scenes. The cinema from the pod today. So my tier A on my list, I literally labeled tier A and then called that tier Jokic. And then in tier A, tier 1A, top of my top 25 is Jokic in a tier of his own. It's Jokic. I think he is that good that he is literally one tier above even the best superstars in the league. And that's where I have Jokic, and he's the only one in that tier. Slim Dookie, do you concur?
I do. So I saw yours, and I was like, yeah, there does need to be a Jokic tier, and I just called it my undisputed 1A.
Yeah,
like the guy who's second to none in the league. If he doesn't win the MVP, it's literally just because of voter fatigue. It's Jokic. Yeah. That's the only guy I have in my top tier. I did the same tiers as you.
Okay.
I might have different numbers of guys, but I think,
of course, yeah.
It's roughly the same.
It's important to note too that the purpose of the tiers is to break guys up into these buckets where it's like, if tier 3, the second guy on a contender is the 14th best player in the league through the 25th best player in the league, right? Like that's what I have is like my tier 3 is 14 through 25. My argument there when I put these guys in these tiers is like you can kind of move those guys up and down in that tier in sort of any order, and I will agree to some capacity, or like I'll see where you're coming from. That way the argument is less about this guy's you have this guy at 17 and this guy at 16, and it's like, yeah, but that's like so close. I can see a case for something else.
Yeah.
So really my only arguments will be like when guys move from tier to tier, or if we have guys in different tiers, that will be where like debate lies. But if we have guys in the same tier around similar numbers, I'm not going to be like, no, wrong. You know what I mean? Like that's not where I'm hanging my hat. So I also just realized I do need to make one adjustment in my tier ranking here.
While you're doing your adjustment, I will give my number 2.
Yes, please.
My number 2. So in the second tier, the best. And I call this one best player on any team in the league, which is essentially saying the same thing as yours.
Yes, totally.
Like if you put him on any team, he's going to be the best player in the league.
Yeah.
Obviously, barring the other guys in this same tier.
Uh-huh.
I got Shea as my number 2.
Okay.
Just shot making ability, and I don't think that he's a needle moving defender, but he makes enough plays on that end of the floor to be more of a plus than the next guy that I have. I wouldn't be surprised if we have the same next guy after that, but
yes.
Yeah.
Do you want me to go to? Are we going one for one?
Yeah,
here?
go back to back.
Okay, I thought we were going tier for tier. Oh, that's on me.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, we can do tier for tier if you want to.
Yeah,
That might be better.
Do that. Who's in your tier 2?
It takes forever if we go back and forth the whole time. So
yeah. Superstars, best player on any team in the league, tier 1B. Who do you got?
I got Shea. So Shea at 1. Luka, or I guess Shea at 2.
Yeah.
Top of the tier, but number 2 overall. Luka at 3. I got Wemby at 4 and Giannis at 5.
Okay.
I have Wemby above Giannis, and I said what I said about Shea and Luka. Like they're offensively similar players. I think that Luka has more firepower than Shea does offensively. I think he's a better point guard, and I think when it's all said and done, he is like just as good a scorer, if not better. I think Luka can have more nuclear games than Shea does, and that might be just because of the team situation. Like Luka has always kind of bared the entire load of an offense on his shoulders.
Yeah,
there's more load talk, more load management here for the boys.
You got a lot of load on the brain there, Slim.
I know, a lot of load going between my ears. But
Yep.
I put Shea above just because like he makes more plays on the defensive end, and really I'm not even totally convinced of that. I might put Luka above Shea, but I like this where it is now because Luka actually does get a lot of off ball steals and stuff too. Shea's a fake on ball defender. He's not that good on ball.
Yeah,
like, he's mediocre, but Luka's worse.
Yeah.
Either way.
Yeah. And I think we have a very similar tier 2 here. So obviously Jokic is number 1 in tier 1A. Tier 2B, starting with player number 2, is going to be SGA for me, and then number 3, Luka. And then I have Giannis 4, Wemby 5. Like, this is where we talked about. I'm not going to sit here and contend like, no, this guy, I see why you would put Wemby there. I mean, we're obviously not far from Wemby being probably in the same tier as Jokic. Like, we're like probably 2 years away from that tier 1 being like those two guys. But as of right now, I just still think slight edge to Giannis, but I'm not, like I said, I'm not going to sit here.
Yeah, I'm not dying on that hill either.
I'm not dying on that hill. Yeah.
I put Wemby above him because, like, is Giannis better at staying front on D? Yeah, but you do get similar defensive value from the both of them.
Definitely.
And Wemby is a legit 3-level scorer.
Yeah.
And he can get it on his own.
Totally. And that makes sense to me. My case for Giannis, if there has to be one, is just like, as much as Wemby is like a better shooter than Giannis, I also still look at Giannis and I go, okay, but he's still like the stronger, more physical, dominant player that like he's taking the ball in transition. Like in the way that like Wemby gives you a little more on the perimeter. Like they both provide almost the same thing at this point, like defensively. I just feel like whatever edge Wemby gives as like someone who can kind of pull up and shoot more and can spot up and shoot more or whatever, Giannis has more of like the like on ball rim run, or not rim runner, but like get out on the
downhill
break and
downhill presence.
Downhill scorer,
yeah.
And
I mean,
like,
really,
truly,
Giannis is more of an on-ball player than Wemby is.
Yeah.
Wemby doesn't have to be at this point in his career, but Giannis kind of does in Milwaukee. I think that's why he wants out.
Yeah, it is why he wants out, and it's coming. It is.
It's coming.
It is coming. Okay.
Speaking of things that are coming a lot, my number one guy in this next tier, who we described as number one option on most contenders,
franchise guy. Can be the best player on a contending team.
Yes, I have Anthony Edwards, baby mama king, because he do be coming a lot.
Okay,
had to just make sure that connected.
Yeah, we got it.
But I got Ant as my top guy. I think that he's to me personally, I'm like, he's there. No one else is close to him in this tier.
Really,
it's one in personal opinion. I got Brunson at 7. So Ant is at 6. Brunson's at 7. Tatum at 8. Steph at 9. Tyrese Maxey at 10. Donovan Mitchell at 11. Cade at 12. Şengün at 13.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna have a pretty different second tier here.
Interesting. And Cade, looking at it now, I'm like, I probably could have moved him up. I probably knock him up a few spots. And you know what? I'm gonna make that amendment right
Fair enough.
now.
Yeah. Wow. Amendment being made in real time here. I didn't even have to do any convincing.
It's big stuff.
I just simply just pointed it out.
Did you say something about Cade, or you just said it's gonna be different? Because I was like, as I'm reading, I'm like, ooh, Cade shouldn't be that low.
I just said it was gonna be different, and I think the biggest change is gonna be where I had Cade.
Okay, interesting.
I have almost all the.
I didn't even look at yours, by the way.
You didn't look at mine?
Just now, no. I mean, I looked at it initially when I made the list.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
After
that,
I
was gonna say good. I wouldn't want to have any bias. I want to hear what yours is unbiased.
I moved him to 10, so it goes Ant, Brunson, Tatum, Steph, Cade, Maxey, Spida, Şengün.
Okay, we will have one major difference on this list, and that is like we'll have a guy of contention that I have in the next tier, and that you have in this tier that I have. I think we have swapped. So for me, I have Tatum at 6 in terms of like total number, right? So we have we have Jokic and then SGA, Luka, Giannis, Wemby. That's kind of the clear top 5 consensus top 5 for the most part. I have Tatum as the next guy. Obviously, that's a little bit challenging right now because he's injured, but like injury aside, I still have Tatum there, and that is because he already was a number 1 on a contender, which is why I put him there.
That won it too.
And they won, yeah, right. And it's also like that was their second appearance in the finals, right?
And he won Finals MVP, right?
No, he did not.
Yeah, I know.
Which is
pointing it out because Jason Tatum.
I know.
Like Celtics fans and like Tatum people, they're my least favorite type of NBA fan.
Yeah, they are an interesting crowd. But like my case with that is like, yeah, but like Iguodala also won a Finals MVP over Steph, and like I get it, like Finals MVPs matter. But like
you're the best player on the team. You're getting keyed in on. Like they're studying everything you do. And like, how can we shut him down?
That's the other thing too. Is like
makes a way for other guys.
I grew up watching Kobe and the Lakers and those like mid 2000s teams with Powell and Kobe and Meta World Peace or whatever. Like, dude, there was playoff moments where teams were just like, yeah, the whole game plan is just don't let Kobe get hot.
Yeah.
And, dude, there was times where like Kobe just didn't shoot the ball well because he was trying to shoot over double teams all game and stuff, and like his like numbers weren't that great. But it's like that in like a vacuum, I'm not going to be like that's why he's not good. Like, you know what I mean? Like the finals oftentimes has this magic about it where it's like any player can kind of step up and like all of a sudden during a 7-game series like goes nuclear during the finals and like wins it for you and gets a Finals MVP.
People forget he didn't win MVP, but he had a few good games.
Yeah. So for my tier 2, Tatum at 6, I have Steph at 7, I have Cade at 8, I have Anthony Edwards at 9, Şengün 10, Devin Booker 11, and then Brunson 12 and Maxey 13.
Ooh, you got Booker up there.
Yes.
At 11.
Yes.
And Ant, do you think Cade is a better player than Ant right now?
Yeah, I do.
Interesting. I would I would disagree. I'm not going to say that they're so far away.
Yeah.
I just think like, and just raw ability, it's closer than like factoring in like experience of like, okay. And then when the playoffs come around, are the lights going to be too bright? Because Detroit hasn't won a playoff series, obviously in a very long time, but since he's been there, definitely not.
Certainly. And that will be like, I suppose, something to monitor where like if we get into the postseason and Cade just absolutely craps his pants, then it's like, well, you had me duped a little bit. I think you're still a talented player, but maybe not top 10 at the moment. But right now, in terms of like just output and team success, I think Cade. Now, granted, we're looking at 8 and 9 right now. I have Cade at 8 and Ant at 9. So like this is where we said at the beginning, like I'm also not gonna die on this hill of like, no, Cade is better than Ant. I'm also like I'm at a place where it's like, yeah, I totally see why Anthony Edwards would be higher than that.
No, we need to get mad and yell about this.
Yeah,
actually.
Yeah. Well, how else are we going to get choice?
Yeah,
But
so I mean, go ahead. I want to make one point before we move on from this.
What's that?
I want to make one point at some point before we.
Yeah. I just want to kind of explain my reasoning here through like the 10 through 13 mark. So Şengün to me is he was a guy where like when I first made this list to start the season, I think I had him at like 13, and then just the way he's been playing, I was like, he's a top 10 player in the league right now, and I have him right at 10. That was sort of my take there. And then Book, Brunson, Maxey, and then I actually have sneak in next tier. Donovan Mitchell is actually 14, and I had him in this tier as well. And then sort of was like, I got to move him down one spot, and I moved him down into tier 3 at number 14. But
wait, so you have the bottom of your list is 13 for this tier?
Yeah, my tier 2 goes to 13.
Funny. So is mine.
Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, wow. Okay, suppose that says something about these guys. But yeah, and then I have Book, Brunson, and Maxey like right outside the top 10 in my rankings as like a guy that I truly think you can build around any three of those guys and make a contender that like is scary. And I think we've kind of seen that to some extent. But like just the way the Suns are playing this year after everyone kind of thought they were like half blowing it up, and now they're what are they right now? They're like a 6 seed or so they're 7th seed right now. 14 and 10, and it's like Book is their only guy. I mean, they've got guys that are playing well that are role dudes, but like every other team above this Suns team. Well, I guess the Timberwolves don't really have a second guy, but the Thunder, the Lakers, the Nuggets, the Rockets, the Spurs, and I guess kind of not really the Timberwolves, but all of those guys have like a 2-man combo. Book is like the only one that doesn't really have like a second all-star on his team in any capacity, and this team looks pretty good right now.
Hey, Dylan Brooks. Dylan Brooks could be an all-star this year.
Exactly. So what I said was Book doesn't have a second guy and he doesn't have another all-star on his team. And then you said you named a guy who isn't
Book. I meant to say Dylan Brooks. Why did I say Book? I meant Dylan Brooks.
No. You said Dylan Brooks. I heard you.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I said a second all-star on the team, like a second guy, like a real second guy, and not just a role player. Define second guy, because if he's not like this, go out and get you 20 every game, but he's going to get you at least 15, and he's going to guard the other team's best player. Yeah,
and he's going to do a good job. He's a really good player.
He's a good role player.
Don't fall for the meme of like he better learn how to get ready to learn Chinese, buddy. Like Dylan Brooks was always very, very good.
I'm not falling for the meme. I disagree that Dylan Brooks was always very, very good. I don't think he is playing well this year. I don't disagree with you on that. He is a good role player.
I shouldn't say always very, very good.
Yeah,
he's always been good. I think he's playing very well this year, though.
He is playing very well this year. My counter to you would be, don't fall for one season of playing well here with this. He's doing well with his opportunity. I'm not going to deny that. But to say that this guy would be an all-star would be forgetting a lot of previous seasons of him shooting. He could be an all-star
this year. Well, all-stars don't. It doesn't. The previous seasons don't matter. We're just saying this
previous
year.
Previous seasons don't matter. I'm just saying.
I'm not putting him on my top 25. He's not even making my honorable mention. But I could see him making an all-star game this year.
Correct. So what I'm saying is I don't even know. I don't know that he's a. I don't know that he's like maybe top 40.
I'd say definitely top 40, but
yeah, I would maybe have in the like 35 to 40 range. He might like sneak into the bottom of that list. But like, yeah, as far as like if that's the second best player on your team is like a guy in the 35 to 40 range, which is what Book is at right now.
Yeah,
for this Suns team to be where they're at, I go, yeah, Book is still kind of one of those guys to me, and he's been to a finals. Book has been to a finals.
Yeah. How is Jalen Green doing this year?
That's an interesting question. I don't know if he's played a ton of minutes.
Yeah.
I was going to say he's been hurt a lot.
I don't know if he's played this year.
Yeah, I don't know that he has actually.
I think he played a few games. He's averaging 15 and a half, probably off very, very limited.
Yeah.
He's played two games.
Colin Gillespie shout. Gillespie, how do you pronounce
Gillespie?
Goat. Yeah, I like him. He's a good player. He's
good old fashioned white player.
Good white. Should we get into tier 3 here?
We should.
Second guy on a contender level player. Who do you have?
And
Sorry, this will be 14 through 25, just for the people following at home.
Yeah.
Did you get out your take that you wanted to say earlier? You said before we moved on.
No, it's okay.
What was it?
I was going to mention something, and I can bring it up where it's applicable, I guess.
Okay.
Or we can just say it right now. I guess the reason, Cade, if he folds in the playoffs, I wanted to get this off my chest. It's not like this, hey, he isn't what we thought he was. It's just a rite of passage because playoff basketball is just so incredibly different than regular season basketball. No one's watching, I shouldn't say no one's watching film before a regular season game, but on a back-to-back, you're probably not watching film. Yeah. Maybe they say hey, watch on your own. These, we picked out some clips or this is your matchup. And a lot of guys probably aren't watching. Yeah. It's a regular season game. Oh, I know this guy. I played against him. I know what he does. In the playoffs, you're sitting down as a team and everyone is studying every single matchup. They know exactly what people want to do. And especially by game 4, when there's a lot of tape against, all right, we threw this at him. Okay, what if we throw this at him? What's he going to do then? And it really becomes a chess match. So it's a rite of passage. Ant had a lot of bad playoffs, early in his career because it's I've never been guarded like this. I've never had this. Someone paid this much attention to me.
Every single detail of my game.
Exactly. Probably since college they did. But in college, when you're an NBA lottery pick, especially a first overall pick, the talent disparity is just way too wide. It doesn't matter what they do. But in the NBA, there's plenty of talent.
And Cade is still young. I mean, this is the Pistons' first time being good, really, since building around him. So yeah, when I said if he goes into the playoffs and shits the bed, I kind of bump him down a few tiers. That wasn't a commentary of I give up on Cade.
Yeah, I'm not saying this to educate you or anything. Yeah, I just wanted to make that point.
I also just want to make the point that that wouldn't be where my head. I agree with you. That wouldn't be where my head is at either.
Yeah,
I would look at it as he's just not ready to be that guy yet, but still has that potential and the talent is still there to be that guy.
Yeah. Okay. Anyways, let's get into this this next tier.
Yep.
So I forget how you describe this tier. I have it down as number 2 guy on a true contender, and then I added something different from kind of what I took from yours and said, or a demon in a good system, because I think that's an important distinction to make, especially with how a lot of teams are playing now, how the Heat, the Bulls, the Pacers, even the Thunder, the Thunder play in a system and then they just give the ball to Shea for the last 5 minutes of the fourth quarter. Mm-hmm. But I think that demon in a good system is important to add.
I like that.
Because my number 1 guy, Pascal Siakam, is an important distinction for him because on a lot of teams, he's probably number 2 option, maybe even a number 3 option some places. But he's a very, very, very good player, and the Pacers run the perfect system for him to have success. Just balls moving around, a ton of quick mismatches, and you're trying to score fast. You're running in transition a lot. Siakam's going to eat on that.
Yeah, I agree.
My 15 is Trae Young. I think Trae Young is very, very good. I'm a big, if you're a two-way player, you get bumped up in my book. That's why that's what I base most of my list on. Mm-hmm. So when there's a guy that's not really a two-way player that is high up in any tier, I think of them very, very highly. And I think Trae Young is just guard Jokic at the end of the day.
Interesting.
It's a shame that he's 6 feet tall or 6'1", however tall he is, and very small framed, because at least Jalen Brunson has a thicker frame. He can take some contact, but Trae Young, I just think is that good. I think he's a supercomputer. I think last year he played some of the best basketball he's played in his entire career. This year it hasn't been quite that way because, last year, I would probably have him a tier up.
Well, he's been hurt a lot this year too.
Yeah. But either way, that's my 15. At 16, I got Devin Booker. I think Devin Booker's the kind of guy where he needs another guy next to him to be a real contender, or he needs to be in a really, really good system. And they don't have a really, really good system, and he doesn't have that other guy unless Dylan Brooks just starts going crazy, man. Starts fucking hooping, dude.
Yeah.
That ugly-ass jumper. I do think he's a great piece to have on a championship roster, but this is not a championship roster, so it really doesn't matter all that much. But they're winning a lot of games. But moving on, next guy down, and really looking at it now, I should have moved him above Devin Booker because I do believe that he's better than Devin Booker. But I have Kyrie at 17. And then after that, 18, I got Jaylen Brown. 19, I have LeBron. 20, I have KD. 21, Tyrese Halliburton, 22, Anthony Davis, 23, J-Dub, 24, Jalen Johnson, and 25, Evan Mobley.
Okay.
Left off Tyler Hero, LaMelo,
yeah,
a few others. That's what I remember having close to the bottom.
Okay, I'm trying to think of who I think we
have as well.
Yeah. I think we have the same players in our top 25 minus one. Which I honestly could make an amendment to. But did you say Cat?
No.
I
don't have Cat in there.
Okay, that's where we'll have some. But honestly,
he had some big games in the playoffs. I don't know. I couldn't think of a guy that's on here right now that I would like leave off for Cat.
Yeah. I'll tell you what. I've had there's been some tough conversations for me too. It gets the 14 through 25 is really tricky. Ranking the best like second guy on a contender is really tricky. I'll go through mine here. So I have Donovan Mitchell at 14, which we kind of talked about earlier.
Yeah.
Siakam at 15. Jaylen Brown at 16. Tyrese Halliburton 17. Obviously asterisk on that one because he's injured. Same with Tatum. But if he was healthy, I would have him at 17. And I like your addition of like Demon in the right system as well because I think that kind of helps explain this too.
Shout out Gooch, just great chats all stream.
Gooch is the man. Hot take: Jalen Johnson is coming for the number 1 spot in Atlanta. Whoa. Speaking of Jalen Johnson,
for people that are just listening, Gooch said grown men are ranking dudes by how good they handle loads. Shout out Gooch.
That was a reference to.
That's for the Spotify listeners
earlier
that we can't get our episodes to.
Right, we can't get the episodes up on
Anyways,
Spotify.
Continue.
So Halliburton 17, I have J-Dub 18, Jalen Johnson 19, and then I have LeBron 20, Evan Mobley 21, Cat 22, KD 23, Harden 24, and AD 25. So there's 2 guys that were on your list that are not on my list, which are Trae Young and Kyrie Irving.
Okay. And then I think the 2 I left out were Cat and James Harden, no?
Yes, I believe so. Yeah. And honestly, part of my reason – so now my honorable mentions, right, like if I were to keep filling out this list and go to like 35 or whatever, Kyrie, Giddey, Trae Young. Kawhi, honestly, is really slipping out of favor for me. At some point, as talented as he is, as good of a basketball player as he is, if you just keep missing this many games, it's like I don't even want to give you the time of day anymore. So like, I have Kawhi on my honorable mentions list, but like he's starting to fall out of favor in a big way. LaMelo, Reeves, Scotty Barnes, and Amen Thompson. Reeves
is one that I think is like
tricky.
If I had 10 honorable mentions.
Yeah.
If the list went to 35, Reeves would be on there.
Right. And that's these guys I have right here. So I have the list go to 25, and then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I could easily add 2 more guys there, right, to be like 9, 10 if this were to go to 35. But for the sake of keeping it to top 25. Now, where we are going to have points of contention here is obviously the Trae Young and the Kyrie Irving, where you have Cat and Harden, basically.
Dude, I think everyone's forgetting about how fucking good Kyrie Irving is at basketball.
And we probably are. But I'm looking at this list going like, man, but who would I leave off this list for Kyrie Irving?
Anyone in the top tier, I would put. I mean, I had him at 17. Honestly, I want to put him at 16 over Book. I'm going to make that amendment right now.
I wouldn't do that personally.
I mean, Devin Booker, bro. Like even in when he went to the finals, like. He needed 2 other guys. Like Kyrie went to the finals with Luka. That's it. And for a lot of games, Kyrie played better. He was better. And granted, like some of that is guys trying to key in on Luka, and Luka's still going to get his. But when anyone tries to key, like, and this is the number 2 guy on a true contender, who's the best at doing that?
Yeah,
Kyrie. I don't know, man. I don't know if there's a lot of guys better. I think Siakam is the clear number 1 there.
Okay.
Because we saw him do it, and I think they could have won that series if Halliburton doesn't tear his Achilles. But like, oh man.
So my thing here is like, I agree with you. I think part of it is just like Kyrie not being healthy, but like I also did include Tatum and Hallie on this list, so I guess that's not really fair to like leave Kyrie off for that same reason. But if I were to add Kyrie to this list, which I really could do, and like it's not that I don't think he's a top 25 player. I do. It's just hard when I look at this list and I go like, right now, who would I take over, or who would I move off this list? I do think I would slide Kyrie in like right around 20, where like J-Dub, Jalen Johnson, Braun, and Mobley. And if I were to bump anybody from the list, it would be from Cat, AD, KD, and Harden.
Not Mobley. I feel like I put Mobley pretty low. I didn't want to put him higher than any of the guys I had above him.
Yeah.
But like he does do a lot. He does a lot of things very well.
My thing with Mobley right now is like he's like top 3 in depoy for me, and like in a way that's like very serious. It's not like a Gobert like he's just blocking shots and that's it.
No, Mobley, he guards 1 through 5.
Mobley is like, if Wemby doesn't really play much this year, Mobley's probably the defensive player of the year, I think. Maybe it's either Mobley, Amen, or like Scotty, I guess. Scotty, I think.
Didn't Mobley win it last year?
Did he? Is that who won it last year?
I think he did. It should have been the Dyson Daniels year, man. If I had a vote, I would have given it to Dyson.
Well, and Dice is up there too, right? Like we're talking, it's like Wemby, Mobley, Dice, Amen, and Scotty are probably the 5 best defensive players in the league right now, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds right to me.
And that's like, dude, that's why it was hard for me to leave Scotty off this list. And like, see, and that's even as I'm looking at this now that I say that, I'm like, maybe it's AD that gets bumped off this list right now. Maybe
right now. Yeah, as a Mavericks fan, I can say that like
honestly,
but you know it's going to go crazy, bro.
What's that
for the AD production? Kyrie coming back. It's a broken record, but like I mean. It's I mean, having a 5'11" undrafted point guard has changed everything for this team, including for AD too. Yeah. Like there are a few games AD went like he would just go 5 for 5 and have like 13 points.
Yeah, I think honestly, now that we're talking through this, I just moved AD off the list. I will agree with you that I think Kyrie needs to be on this list, but it is really hard to keep a guy like Scotty Barnes off this list right now because he's playing really good basketball and he's like. His defensive output right now is truly incredible.
Dude, if Scotty could shoot a 3,
I know.
He would be so good.
I know. I'm still going to leave Scotty in the honorable mentions list with now AD, Giddey, Trey, Kawhi, LaMelo, Reeves, and Amen Thompson. Now, that's good company to be in. We're talking about like still really, really, really good players, but we're trying to be cutthroat about having like a real top 25. And it's one of those situations where like, it's just so hard to be like, yeah, Kevin Durant doesn't belong on this list because he's still Kevin Durant. And like, going gets tough. Rubber meets road, whatever you want to say.
It's going to get you a bucket.
Shit gets hot and we're in the playoffs. I still right now am like, I would rather have Kevin Durant than Austin Reeves, Scotty Barnes, or Amen Thompson. And that's
and if it's like shit's getting hot in the playoffs, I'd rather have Kevin Durant than Cade.
Right now. I'd
rather have Kevin Durant than Cade, Tyrese Maxey, not Alperen,
right?
Not Donovan Mitchell. Donovan Mitchell can get a bucket in a phone booth.
Yeah. But that's like where we look at this list and I go like, okay, there's going to be some nuance to this, and the nuance I'm providing right now is like, look, Scotty Barnes' output this season is maybe statistically is like better than Kevin Durant, but like the nuance to this is like still like, yeah, but. That doesn't mean nothing. I'm not saying it means nothing and that Scotty Barnes isn't a good player or whatever. I'm not trying to make some bold statement about Scotty Barnes. I'm just saying like the reason I'm looking at this list through like this lens is like I still believe in the fact that like it matters a little bit more that I trust a guy to like win me a game in the fourth quarter. That still means a little bit more than like, oh, Scotty Barnes' stocks are good to start this season. Does that make sense? The point that I'm trying to make there. And I think honestly,
that makes perfect sense.
Honestly, I think you are making the same take about Kyrie Irving, which is why I'm like, yeah, that's a good point. I will amend and put Kyrie into the top 25. You've convinced me. I agree with you. Kyrie Irving should be top 25. I agree. And I now have him. I have him in the 20 to 25 range of LeBron, Mobley, Cat, KD, Harden, Kyrie, and truly. That is like this. It's this range of like guys who are probably they're not probably. It's guys who are leaving their prime. They're in the twilights of their career. Kevin Durant, Harden, Braun, Kyrie, honestly. Like these
How
guys.
old is Pascal, bro?
I don't think he's. I don't think
Pascal's in his prime right now.
Yeah, he might be in his prime right now. Yeah, but like,
I wouldn't be surprised if he's 29.
Yeah, but I don't. Yeah, but he's in his prime. Yeah, but so
he's 31.
What is he?
He's a year younger than AD, bro.
Wow, that's actually kind of surprising. That's crazy. But he's also coming off a finals trip as like the best player on the team. So it's like he just happens to be hitting his prime at 31.
I love that all the talk was about like Tyrese Halliburton is kill, like he's the best, like he's their guy, and he hit huge shots, but like throughout the game, whenever the Pacers needed a bucket, they were Pascal. We're going to run a quick, we're going to run 3 little ghost screens to get a guy guarding someone on the opposite side of the floor from you that they want to keep off of you.
Yeah.
Make it. He's Pascal Siakam might be. He's one of the hardest mismatches to guard because really, like I say, they ran a bunch of stuff to switch. Yeah. There's probably only one guy on each roster that can effectively guard Pascal Siakam if he has the ball in his spot.
Pascal Siakam is the Kevin Durant of Chris Middleton's.
Ooh, I like that.
I know. I'm like, I said the first thing that came to mind, but I don't know if it's perfect.
No, it's good. It's good. I'm like, do we need a Chris Middleton amendment there?
Yeah. I'm thinking, first of all, he's in this tier of like second guy on a contender. Now, obviously, we're talking about him right now as like a first guy on a contender, but that's why you made this sort of like asterisk note on second guy on a contender. Like, also could be Demon in the right system, which we've kind of already talked through that. But
yeah,
that's sort of the lens I'm looking at it through, is like Chris Middleton being like the second guy for the Bucks for a while, and it was a dude that was like, go get me a bucket. Kind of like a 3-level scorer that can create a little bit, like a good playmaker and passer for like being a wing. Can handle the rock a little bit, can kind of score in a lot of different ways. Like, I get you. It's not perfect. I know why you're kind of like
different games, but similar roles.
Yes,
for sure.
That's where I went with that. And I couldn't really think of like the perfect Pascal Siakam guy.
Yeah, there's really not. I don't know if there is one. I really don't know.
I'm trying to think of like even
Kevin
earlier.
Durant might be the closest.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of like even earlier than Middleton.
Because Siakam's like 6'10", bro. Like he's big. He's very long and
but he's also like not like a true big. That's the thing. He's like very much a wing. He's a wing.
He's 6'8". Oh, he's listed at 6'8".
I was gonna say I think he's like 6'8", 6'9".
Let's see, wingspan. He's got a 7'3" wingspan. That's why.
Yeah, chat. Do we have a better? He's the Kevin Durant of somebody, but maybe it's not Middleton. You're right. Fuck.
Maybe Pascal Siakam is the Kevin Durant of Pascal Siakams. Yeah. Yeah. It kind of works. And I feel like it works just as well as Chris Middleton.
Yeah. Interesting. Okay.
Crazy, dude. 6'8" with a 7'3" wingspan.
Yeah, that's nuts. Well, I think our top 25s are actually pretty close. I think we actually have a pretty similar. That's like as consensus as you can get on a top 25 list. Yeah, truly. Because I think even the guys that we disagreed on were so close, or like, like we don't really have that many guys. I think the only one we have that's like truly far away was like Kyrie not even being on my list and being high in your tier 3. But
then Book as well. You had Book at like 9.
Book, I had him a little bit higher. No, I had Book at like 12. I think 11.
Okay.
11.
Oh, I had him at 17.
So yeah, Book was pretty far. Mitchell, we had in a different tier, but like numbers ranking wise, he was one away, I think, or a couple away. But like,
I think with the right team, Donovan Mitchell could win a championship. I think I used to be like, I don't think Donovan Mitchell. I used to put Donovan Mitchell in the Paul George category of like, yeah, he's really good, but he doesn't play winning basketball. But I think with the new. Like, they're playing different basketball than they used to. Kenny Atkinson has kind of changed things there. Mm-hmm. And
where are they at?
It seems to be benefiting the team. And I think that's why it's not like, oh my gosh, the Cavs are winning all these regular season games because no one can stop Donovan Mitchell. It's like, okay, they're just playing basketball that's going to be harder to play against in the playoffs. They're just doing it now.
They're also the 8 seed right now.
Yeah, they're not playing super great right now. But
yeah.
I don't know. I I believe in Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah.
I've just seen him score so much to where, like, I don't think they need to play spider ball. And I think he's going to find a way to be as productive as he can without that, because they're not playing spider ball right now.
My take on Donovan Mitchell and why I have him in tier 3, why I moved him into tier 3 is because, like, he's kind of had every chance to be like the guy so far. Like in Utah, here in Utah, he was the guy in Utah. Granted, he didn't have like the greatest supporting cast, but like they had some good teams in Utah that just couldn't get over the hump. And we're kind of seeing that again with the Cavs here, where it's like they just can't get over the hump, and he's the guy. I guess my take there, moving into tier 3, is more so like I think he would be the perfect number 2. Like if I could get Donovan Mitchell with like Şengün, you know what I mean? Like let's say KD's career, let's say when KD retires and Donovan Mitchell's like, okay, I'm not doing it here anymore. I gotta go somewhere I want to win. If Donovan Mitchell went to the Rockets and was Şengün's number 2, perfect. And that team would be electric. You know what I mean? Like, I think he needs a guy to be better than him. Like if Donovan Mitchell could go get with like Wemby or Giannis, you know what I mean? Like one of these guys. Now, granted, there's like only so many guys he could like fit alongside. You wouldn't be like, well, Ant is a true number 1 on a contender, so go get Donovan Mitchell next to Ant. I'm not saying he's going to fit perfectly. I'm just saying, like, if Donovan Mitchell
I like your Rockets.
Yeah.
Like, I like that Donovan with, like, a ball-centric big man.
Yeah.
It's going to – I mean, dude, imagine if – I mean, I know you can say this about a lot of guys, but put Donovan Mitchell on the Nuggets, bro. Yeah. They're winning 80 games.
That's sort of like what I mean is, like, Donovan Mitchell is sort of a tier above Jamal Murray. Now, I love Jamal Murray, and Jamal Murray's Jamal Murray's top 40 easily.
I like Jamal Murray a lot too, but I don't think he belongs anywhere near this list currently.
I think he's top 40. Like if I were to keep going with my honorable mentions and just go, Jamal Murray's better than Dylan Brooks.
Is he better than Tyler Hero?
Yes.
I would say it's not even close.
I think Tyler
Hero is way better than Jamal Murray.
I think Tyler Hero is a better shooter, and I think that Tyler Hero is an electric scorer and he's a good playmaker and all. I'm not trying to take away from Tyler Hero, but It's the reason I'm saying that is the same reason that I have Kevin Durant over Trae Young or Scotty Barnes on my list, and that is like going gets tough. I've seen it. I've seen Jamal Murray, especially as a Lakers fan, because he fucking loves to kill us. But I've seen Jamal Murray in these moments, and he's just like he's one of those dudes that I'm like.
That's fair.
I just know that he could win me a basketball game. And I simply just haven't seen Tyler Hero do that consistently in the playoffs yet, and that does matter to me.
Yeah,
in my rankings.
No, that's fair.
Although,
that's fair.
Granted, like I said, if I keep going with this list again, Tyler Hero is going to be on here. Jamal Murray is going to be on here. There's a lot of good players in the league right now. There's a ton of good players in the league right now, and we're really like when you get to the top 20s a little bit easier, but when you start getting into this range of like Evan Mobley, Cat, KD, Harden, Kyrie, AD, Giddey, Trey, Kawhi, LaMelo, Reeves, Scotty Barnes, Amen, Jamal. Here, like it does get murky and it does get really hard to rank a lot of these dudes as you get into this spot here. So, I don't like Tony. What is this link you just sent?
Yeah, what is this link? I'm clicking it.
You're clicking it. That's my friend, so I don't think it'd be anything crazy. But what does it say?
Oh my gosh, Wes Goldberg, this fucker. Just tweeted, is anyone calling Derek Queen the Blizzard? If not, can we start? He saw my fucking video. That piece of shit.
Wow. Well, go say that on Twitter.
Him.
Go say that on Twitter. Go say
right now.
Well, wait. Send him your video. Send the video on TikTok. Like, download it and send it to him and say, like, already on this, brother. Let's do it. Join it instead of fighting it. Claim it as yours and tell him to come along. That's the power move.
That's so funny.
You
would just completely like changed my mindset, because I would immediately always just be like, fuck this guy forever.
No. That makes it seem like he wins. The power move there is to say, yes, I have
already
that.
Did.
Join me, brother.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. You tell him to join you, and then he's joining you. Now you're the leader of that. Fuck yeah.
Yeah. Dude, you should manipulate people for a living. It didn't do very well. I thought it would do well. I thought it would.
You know what's crazy? I could be a really bad person if I really needed to be.
I've had that thought a few times too.
About me or just yourself?
Now I want to say about you, but no, in general, like
I could be really manipulative if I wanted to be, but I understand how not to be, and I know that I don't want to be.
Yes, sometimes I'll be like having a conversation, like, wait, am I like manipulating this person right now?
Sometimes
Because they say like 90% of people that manipulate other people don't even realize they're doing it.
True.
It's not like a malicious thing.
True.
You know?
Yeah,
I'm tweeting at Wes Goldberg right now. I can't
Please do. No, I'll entertain chat while you're doing that. I just think that we get call the lawyers. We got to litigate. Yeah, I'll get my girlfriend on the phone. We'll get this guy Wes Goldberg taken down.
How did you find? Did you?
Yeah,
you
Tony.
follow this guy?
Oh, you know what? He probably just went and looked up like Blizzard and just saw if there was any Derek Queen Blizzard like tweets.
He said it. Wait, he said it yesterday. Damn it!
When did you post your video? Oh,
this morning.
Damn.
I'm pissed.
Fuck, that sucks, dude.
This guy tweets so much, bro.
I think, Dookie, do it anyway. Do it anyway. Fuck it.
I'm doing it anyway.
See if anyone calls you.
I posted this a year ago.
Yeah.
With the highlights from yesterday's game.
It was, oh my God, it was on Thickham's For You page. Crazy coincidence, he said.
That's funny.
Nuts. That's nuts. Slim Dookie biting his flow.
He stole my whole flow.
I think we have a nice solid top 25 there though. I think we did a good job with that. I really do. I really think we. I think
so too.
We got pretty close to a consensus there. I think we're close.
And even the stuff we disagreed on, we're like, yeah, I see your point.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, like I understand
why the tweet's been sent.
I understand why you'd have Trae Young on this list. I just am like, right now, I'm just not putting him there. But
Trae Young believers, we're a very niche group. I just like to be that good and to be that size and the way he sees the floor. Like Nembhard is similar to Trae Young, and I love Nembhard too.
Mm-hmm.
Ryan, that is.
Yeah.
Dude said
top 75.
Top 25 was nice. Next time a top 75 each.
Should we do like a 5 to 10 minute NFL look ahead rapid fire real quick?
Let's look at the schedule,
finish out the show.
Let's just kind of glance at it, and then maybe we both pick a game of the week.
Yeah, I like it. Let's do it. Okay. Week 15 we are heading into here.
Week 15.
Week 15. Fantasy playoffs for a lot of people, including myself. Very nervous.
Me too.
Very nervous.
My trade for Derrick Henry is proving to
looking good.
Just bolstered the run game, dude. I was so down bad for an RB2.
Yeah. I hear you. Okay.
I already have my game of the week.
Who you got? Bills, Patriots.
Colts, Jags. Phillip Rivers is going to march into Jacksonville.
Wait.
And he's going to beat the division.
Am I looking at the wrong week here?
Wait, am I looking at the wrong week? I'm looking at week 14. They played last week. You're looking
at the week where the Jaguars already stomped the Colts. Which, by the way, we did kind of call the Colts being pretenders.
We did.
We did kind of call that.
We called that too.
I want to point that out. My game of the week is going to be Bills Patriots. I think that's going to be a slugfest.
I think it is going to be a really good game.
That's kind of the only good game.
Lions Rams.
Oh, that'll be
each other's teams.
Yeah, that'll be fun. That'll be
a good game.
Yeah. That'll be fun.
Because Lions kind of got their mojo back.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. I also didn't see the I didn't scroll past the 10 a.m. games. That's on me. Sorry.
The 10 a.m. games.
West Coast time, baby.
You mean the noon games?
Packers.
It's what they're called.
Packers Broncos will be good. Yeah,
yes,
Rams Lions, Bills Patriots, and Packers Broncos will be very exciting. Those are all great games.
Yes. Shit bowl, shit poo poo, dick cheese bowl.
Shark bowl.
We got. I think Bengals Ravens is going to be a terrible game. I think the Bengals are going to shit on them. Wait, and there was another game I saw. Oh, Commanders Giants. That's going to be horrible.
God, I need the Ravens to win this division so bad. Losing to the Steelers was so fucking ass, dude.
Dude, Lamar looks bad.
Yeah, he's looked.
He did not look good.
Yeah,
I mean, it's going to take a second to kind of get your mojo back. after an injury, but
I have $100.
yeah, really not a lot of good games. I'm glad we didn't do a lot of NFL talk.
Yeah, kind of a boring
this week.
Kind of a boring week.
They did flex. They flexed Dolphins. Oh wait, no, that was for a future week. I thought that was going to be next week. It was Dolphins Bengals. They flexed out for like,
yeah,
I think like Patriots.
Any upsets on the radar for you here?
Okay, straight vibes. This would be the ultimate Chicago Bears move to lose to the Browns.
Yeah. Yeah, that's when are they
Top
playing?
of the schedule should be.
Well, I literally don't have it on here. That's crazy.
It's Bears Browns at noon or 10 a.m. It's a 7.5 point spread Chicago's way.
That's so weird.
So they're heavy favorites.
It's like not showing up on the NFL schedule website that I'm looking at right now. This is weird. Anyway, okay. Well, yeah, I guess that was.
I could see the Lions beating the Rams, which would be a bit of an upset. The Saints have been playing good football, and they're playing a good Panthers team. Yeah,
that'll be.
I would say be a pretty big upset for the Saints to beat the Panthers right now.
It would be an upset. I don't know if I'd go pretty big, but it'd be an upset. Yeah,
What are the Panthers? 7-5.
Yeah. What are the Saints?
7-6. Saints are bad.
Yeah. Okay.
Saints are 3-10.
That's true. Yeah, that's a true upset. You're right. That's an upset. That'll be a fun bad game. That'll be a good bad game.
I got my new game of the week.
Yeah, Cardinals Texans.
The Indianapolis Colts are going to march into Seattle, and they're going to dismantle the Seahawks.
Yeah.
By dinking and dumping them to death.
With Phillip Rivers, you think?
Jonathan Taylor is going to have 10 catches for 150 yards. This is for the clip when it happens. Oh, Phillip Rivers is going to dismantle this Seahawks defense. You know, I really don't think I'm done believing in Zach Wilson. That's another clip right there.
Yeah, there we go. We're just clip farming.
Zach Wilson is going to have a resurgence somewhere in the NFL.
I like
this upcoming year.
These games. This is pissing me off. Sorry. I didn't even see Seattle. I thought they were on fire.
Punch your monitor, bro. Fucking do it.
Huh?
Dude, punch your screen. Punch your screen.
Okay, hold on. Let me pull this up because I had okay. There we go.
In the meantime, I'll say Thickum said he didn't know that Rivers had to play that Seattle defense. He said soft tissue injury coming in pregame warm-ups. Changed his mind.
It's so funny. Yeah, interesting. I wonder if the upset. Gosh, there's got to be an upset coming here. I definitely think Cleveland over Chicago would be a very Chicago thing to do, and that would be funny. Thursday Night Football. I could see another shootout. We've had an Atlanta-Tampa shootout before with Kirk and Baker. I could see that being a shootout. That's true. But Atlanta has just looked a little bit shaky, and I think Tampa has too much to play for right now. But Thursday night games always have a little bit of what the fuck's happening here?
Weird yeah. Thursday night games. Always very true. We should start doing our funniest, potential funny loss or funny game that where a bad team beats a good team, or just really funny game. Potential shootout.
Okay.
And then
good bad game.
I don't know. That's where I'm at right now.
Good bad game.
Okay.
Shootout. Funniest loss. Biggest upset.
Potential funny loss and then big upset. Okay.
Okay.
We should write that down somewhere.
Yeah. We'll go through it right now. Funniest loss: the Eagles to the Raiders.
That would be hilarious.
Easily. Gino goes nuts. Bowers has 2 touchdowns and 135 yards. GT has 2 touchdowns and 85 yards on the ground.
Jalen Hurts throws 3 picks. They fire Shane Waldron. Is it Shane Waldron? Who's their OC? Not Shane Waldron. It's Bears guys.
Petula.
Kevin Petula. That's right.
That's the funniest loss. Upset, I think is going to be. I think you're right on Cleveland over Chicago. I think that'll be the upset game.
That would be funny.
Shootout. Lions.
I
Rams.
like your. Oh, okay, yeah, actually, definitely. But I do like your potential over on
Kirko
Atlanta,
Chains
Tampa
with
Bay.
Atlanta against Tampa, because we've seen it. We saw it last year. It was that was the game where they both QBs threw for 300 plus yards. I think Kirk had 400 something yards.
Yeah, and Atlanta won that game, didn't they?
I think so. Yeah. Now, obviously, different look team and all, but
yeah,
could be a shootout. But I'm gonna go with Rams Lions as like the better shootout. Good bad game will be Panthers Saints. That will be a fun game. And then biggest upset, was that the other one?
Yeah, would be Colts over Seahawks, no doubt.
I just don't even think that's going to happen.
But it would be the biggest upset.
I think. Hear me out.
Or Raiders.
Hear me out. Well, that's the biggest upset.
Wait, did we say Bears Browns biggest upset?
Oh,
that could happen.
Have that one.
Is this biggest upset that could happen, or just what would be the biggest upset?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I suppose we have to figure that out. This is a new segment.
I like biggest upset, like because I mean, just picking what would be the biggest upset would be, but like it might coincide with what the biggest upset could be, but we actually have to genuinely think that it might happen.
I would love to throw out Titans over the Niners.
Ooh,
I would
coming
love
off
to throw
a big win.
Cam Ward against the Niners defense that like has just been shaky all year.
Hey, he had his probably best game of his career last week.
Second best. He's had two pretty good games this season, and this last week.
I know this is the only game he's thrown for more than one touchdown.
Let me see here. He had like a good game
it's the best game yet.
Earlier as well, but yeah, I part of me wants to say Titans over Niners, but no, I think if we're gonna call an upset, we'll call Cleveland over Chicago.
Yeah.
Good bad game, Carolina, New Orleans shootout. I'm gonna go Rams, Lions, and then funniest loss would be Eagles to the Raiders.
Yeah,
and then we had one more.
I think honestly, Seattle losing to the Colts would be very funny just because it's Phillip Rivers.
Yeah, that would be funny too.
Might have to do a tie there.
Oh yeah, okay. So Cam, this was his first game throwing for 2 touchdowns, but Seattle week 12, he threw for 256 yards, 1 touchdown, no interceptions, and then he had 6 rush attempts for 37 yards and a rushing touchdown against Seattle.
Okay,
and that was probably his best
game so
far. But I could
see a good game.
I could see him having a true breakout game against the Niners here.
That'd be kind of
awesome.
I'm
a big Cam Ward believer.
I want to see him. I want to see him be good.
I like Cam Ward. He's an exciting player, and I think when he finally comes into his own and gets like a real receiving core,
he needs anyone.
He needs anybody.
Anyone.
Bro. I like A.O. Minor, and I think DK is like a good like gadget special teams guy, but Ridley is just washed, and they have like.
Sorry, I've been playing with a pocket knife.
That's okay.
For like the last 15 minutes, and I dropped it.
Yeah, Chig Okonkwo is just not the guy. I don't think.
Dude, they just must have gone to the literal continent of Africa for wide receivers because it's just a lot of vowels in those names.
I really
Care to comment?
I really am going to move back to Cam Ward commentary, and I genuinely do believe in this kid. I actually think he's going to be exciting. I think his arm talent is just so sick, man. He just makes so many like sick throws. I love it, man. He's one of those guys.
Sorry, I'm still laughing at my own joke. I love making a comment that like you're just like.
Well, you take that one.
If we get a lot of listeners, will become like or like might become like a bit of an issue.
I don't think we've said anything legitimately problematic. I think we've been
not actually, but like to where like if we had like management, they'd be like, "Hey, you can't say that."
Yeah.
I mean, like, what?
Yeah.
What'd I say? That's what they're called. That's what they are.
That's what it is.
That's what it is.
Hey, great pod today, per usual.
Good stuff.
Hopefully this can get up on Spotify, man. Hopefully we can figure out this bug. I don't know how
I'll get it figured out. I'm going to get on the line with support, which probably means I'll be talking to a fucking chatbot.
I know. God, that sucks, man. Let me know if you need help with anything. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Tough stuff. Well, hey, chat, thank you for coming. Per usual, you guys are fucking legends, and I love you dearly.
Had some lurkers today.
Yeah, we had a lot of people stick around, which is good. Hey,
it's good.
All we need
User lurk.
All we need is a couple people to stick around till we figure this thing out and we start to pop off.
I'll take 5 dedicated people in the first few months of a pod any day, man.
Hell yes.
You got 5 dedicated people. You got an audience.
Hell yes.
I mean, Gooch and Thickums would die for us.
Fuck yeah.
I can say that confidently.
Yes. Love.
Confirm in the chat right now.
Incredible legends. Yeah. please back us up on this so we don't feel like idiots.
Affirm me. But
hey, Always fun, man. Always a good hang.
Always a blast, dude.
Always fun getting to laugh and talk hoops and talk sports and stuff.
I know. Always a dream. And if you think you're dreaming right now, you're not. You've just been listening to the Long and the Short podcast.
Short, yeah. I'll die about this shit, nephew. Hell yeah, Gooch. That's my boy.
Shout out, Gooch.
All right. Anyway, peace out to my ride or dies. Our ride or dies. We love you dearly. Keep an eye out.
Check out the socials.
Yep.
Check out Spotify.
Yep.
YouTube. Subscribe to us on YouTube. If you ever can't get in here to watch us live, go watch us there.
Yes, sir. Hell yeah. We will catch you guys on the next ep. Hopefully it's next Tuesday, but we'll keep you posted. Goodbye.
That was a long kiss for people that are just listening to my mic. See you later.
See ya.